Hello, everyone. This is such an exciting episode for Fab Life because now we're going to do a movie review of the movie from Paramount Pictures, Like a Boss. And I'm super excited to have Danya Thomas with me, who happens to star in Geezy and his frenemies. Oh my goodness. Since we're um, on the topic of this, comedy movie, it's so great that, both of us are in comedy as well. So we understand
Yes.
the mechanics of what it's like to be behind the scene, of a comedy and
Yes.
our parameters and our boundaries and all that. So
Absolutely.
it's really, really, really super amazing. But before I go any further, I would like to give a short synopsis of the movie Like a Boss and who stars in it. So, Like a Boss is from Paramount and it was directed by Miguel Arteta, and their budget was 29 million US
Oh,
dollars. And
okay.
producers Ite Rice, Mark Evans, Peter Principato, and Joel Zadek or Zadek, or I don't know if I'm even pronouncing it right. Um, and so, best friends Mia and Mel run their own cosmetics company, a business they built from the ground up. But they're also in over their heads financially, and the prospect of a buyout offer from an industry titan. I love the word titan. Proves to.
Tighten it up.
Yes, I know. And the prospect of a buyout offer from an industry titan proves too tempting to pass up. The beauty business is now about to get ugly
Uh-oh.
as the proposal puts Mia and Mel's lifelong friendship to the ultimate
Test.
test. Oh my goodness. And so this stars Tiffany Haddish and Selma Hayek, who plays Claire Luna, the billionaire biatch. And Rose Byrne. I love Rose Byrne. You know that Rose Byrne has also appeared in countless dramas.
Yes, I've seen her in a
And
few.
so she could do comedy and she could do serious drama,
Yes.
and she appears in these horror movies. I think it was Insidious and The Conjuring. She's in the Conjuring series, and
Mm.
the way she acts, I mean, it's so spellbinding. It's so
Mm.
amazing. You
She is a good actress.
empathize with
Yeah.
her character. She's amazing. And of course, my favorite, Billy Porter, who is now the icon of the LGBTQ. He's like really out there and not be afraid to push the envelope. And quoting him from his this movie Like a Boss, witness my tragic moment. I
Oh
love
boy.
that.
You have any aspirin?
Headache pill. It's like I really I really love that scene, and also Jennifer Coolidge, who is such a comedian. She's an awesome comedian, and many more, joined by many more. So it's just truly amazing. So, Dania, what did we think about the movie?
What did I think or
Yeah.
what did we think?
Well, okay. So, what did you think?
Well, I thought it was a little comical.
Uh huh.
I really was impressed with the idea that they had at the end, of which I'm
Uh
not going to
huh.
go into. That really impressed me.
Yes.
That idea was great because I've never seen anything like it.
Uh huh.
Um, I really enjoyed Selma Hayek's her performance. It was over the top, but it was diva to the ultimate.
Yes, yes,
Devious yet she was devious yet greedy
yes.
for control, and yet there was yet another side of her that was kind of interesting as well. I'm not a professional movie critic, but I really did enjoy her performance. Rose Byrne was good, but
Tiffany.
Tiffany Haddish, I mean, she's a good actress. I just felt like it was a little over the top, a little bit
Uh-huh.
much, just for comic's sake, and
Yeah.
so it wasn't funny to me. It was just over the top so much that it wasn't really a believable. She wasn't a
Character.
believable character.
Okay.
But overall, I give that movie about 4 stars.
Okay.
And it was good comic relief. And what I liked was how the thing I really liked about the film was the friendship between Mia and Mel,
Mel, yes.
and how they had stuck together
Yes.
from being going through elementary school all the way up to being in their 20s and 30s,
Right,
and they
right.
put together a business. That's true friendship, because it's very hard to go into business with somebody that you love as a friend, someone that you consider, someone close to you, a BFF.
Yes.
So that was kind of taxing, and it did it did put a stress and a test to their friendship. So
Right.
I found that the friendship thing a little interesting, but other than that, it was okay.
You know what? The trailer really captured my heart. Since we do comedy, Gizzy and his frenemies, because when I saw the character that Selma Hayek was playing and everything in Selma Hayek, I'm saying it in a good way, not in a bad way.
Right.
Her hair, costumes, the
Yes.
color of her costume, shoes and everything
Oh, my
reminded
goodness,
me
it is.
of our comedy. I was looking at it, and to me it felt like home. I think I'm gonna cry. Oh my gosh. It felt like home. Oh wait, that looked like a
Overacting.
tail
Oh,
of an ass.
overact.
No,
Oh.
I'm saying he's overacting.
I'm overacting, and that's why Lilo is coming to calm me down. So, anyhow, and that's why I love Claire Luna. And I
Yeah,
am
she's
going
very
to share,
interesting.
I bought this magazine in style because this features Salma Hayek. She plays Claire Luna. And it also features Tiffany Haddish and Rose Byrne. And it says here, okay, Selma is too funny. Oh, by the way, speaking about FabLife, Selma Hayek Pinault has the ultimate Gizi lifestyle, because if you've seen Gizi, you know that him and Tina
Yes.
and Chantel and
Yes.
Betty Buchanan and Dr. Van Cartier, they're up there. They're part of the 0% billionaires. They're jetting, they're jet sets. Like, to them, going to another part of the world is just like going to the 7-Eleven for them. It's just like they get there in a flash.
Right. Right.
Minus their Butler Dome, see, but I don't even want to get there. But anyhow, going back to Salma Hayek Pinault, she is married to one of the most powerful fashion moguls in the entire world.
Is that right?
And
Oh, my
Henri
goodness.
Pinault, or Henry to Americans, is the owner of Gucci.
Is that right?
Gucci and YSL and other big brands and each of these companies are earning $1 billion already.
Amazing.
He is the competitor of Bernard Arnault, and Bernard owns Louis Vuitton, Christian Dior, Michael Kors. So look at me. This should be in the Enchanted moment. But this isn't the enchanted moment. Look at me. Chinchilla is coming out of my mouth.
Chinchilla.
Chinchilla, instead of saying enchanted moment, chinchilla came out of my mouth. So anywho, it seems like, and I don't want to go off on a tangent. So we're in a comedic mode, and we're talking about a comedy here. Um, when the Notre Dame Cathedral burned, these two titans were competing each other of who was going to be the biggest donor or philanthropist,
Is
of
that
who was going
right?
to, yeah. But then word on the fabulous street has it that when the news of it, when the whole thing died down, one of them bailed out from donating money. So, that should be my
Now,
enchanted moment.
who did that? Who backed out?
The only thing that I can say is Pinault, the husband of Salma Hayek, donated money.
Oh, okay. The husband.
The
Oh,
husband,
the
yeah.
husband. Okay.
Yeah, she is the wife of this powerful mogul, and hence the last name, which I was surprised that it's Pinault.
You know, there you go. But I have a question.
Okay.
Um, when people have that type of money, do they donate to worthy
They
charities or
do,
to
yes.
orphanages
Yes,
or
they do.
to lower inner city youth
Yes.
that are struggling with with their academics? I mean that's kind of what concerns me. I want to know, are we giving back to the community? Because there's so many. I've worked with so many families and I've seen so much devastation, and then as a teacher, I was taken in a different direction, but
No, 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 you're okay, yeah.
as a teacher, it's been very difficult to teach without the books because the school districts here in Clark County, they can't afford books, so that's why I decided enough with the teaching. Even though I did TV shows with my students years ago, but it's a very big struggle to try to teach when people are not donating millions of dollars to the educational
Right,
system.
right. And
That's
I
a
want
concern
you
that I have.
I want you
So if
to
you're out there, Selma, come on, donate.
I want you to hold that thought for a second, because I believe that we just came up with the subject matter for the enchanted moment, which is the last part of Fab Life. Now, going back to the comedy, because our subject matter will be later on about the 1% giving back to the community. So that's, we're going to touch on that subject. So anyhow, now we know how fabulous Salma Hayek Pinault is. And she said that she didn't want to get a Botox for this movie because she hates syringes, she hates injections, and she said that it's going to hurt. So, in order for her lips to look full blown, she said that she had dentures, she had fake teeth. So, this is what she said. Where are we? Okay. Okay, she said, how do I make it look like I have lip injections? That's what she said. And we got these huge teeth. When you saw the film, did you notice I had fake teeth? That's what she said.
Wouldn't have noticed. She just looked good.
I had
Really looked
most
good.
definitely noticed that she noticed herself, of having fake teeth. And to cap off Claire Luna's look, Henri Pinault, Hayek Pinault went with red hair, attention-seeking, quote-unquote, clothes, and gray contacts. I thought it would be kind of interesting to have some gray eyes because I wanted her to be fake looking. Oh, she wanted.
She was. She went for that. Yeah.
She went for that look.
Yes.
And as for, this is a charming moment of Tiffany Haddish, and I'm reading from the InStyle magazine. Tiffany knows the importance of chemistry, so what she did before shooting this film is to invite Rose Byrne, and then they had some, girl time together just to get to know each other.
Yes.
And, they found out that they had a lot of things in common, laughed at the same things and got emotional about, the same things. And she said, she said, okay, Tiffany Haddish knows the importance of chemistry. So when she got the script for Like a Boss and learned she would potentially be playing Rose Byrne's best friend, it was clear what she had to do. Invite Byrne for a drink to figure out if they could pull off a 20-year-old, a 20-year-long report. We hung out for 4 hours, says Haddish. We're sitting, we're drinking, we're eating, we're laughing, having so much fun. We just instantly connected. And she said, I was like, girl, I think we should walk down the street and see a psychic to see if we were sisters or cousins in a past life.
Oh, my God.
Tiffany. And Byrne said, I was so nervous, Byrne says, of that first date. The most important part of the movie is that we're besties and have that connection. So it was very convincing.
It was.
That,
it was very impressive.
Yeah. Because they had that in real life, you know.
Very impressive.
So it's important for characters to establish that.
And you know what I like also is that they kind of show the audience this is how we stick together. We fight, we argue, but yet they don't agree to disagree. They just their friendship transcends any type of differences or differences of opinion or difference of feeling, difference of the passion that they had with, with the products and stuff. So that part I really liked.
Beautiful. Mm-hmm. That is so beautiful. And so to continue, Tiffany said, and we're so different because they truly are. But we figure out that with so many things in common, we're exactly 5 feet 6.5, have really small ears. Were born in 1979. I was born many years before that. Haddish and Byrne ease right into the characters. Mel and Mia, who as best friends and beauty brand co-founders are stuck in a professional rut. All Like a Boss was missing was the right person to play Mel and Mia's adversary. Claire Luna, an ambitious CEO who invests in their small company and also tries to tear their friendship apart. Enter Selma Hayek Pinault. And this is what Selma said. I've never really done a girls' film, says Selma Hayek, and I've always wanted to. So when director Miguel Arteta, with whom she worked in 2007's Beatrice at dinner, reached out about Like a Boss, she says she did something she never does. She signed on without reading the script.
Oh.
So she threw caution to the wind.
Yes.
And she said, yes, I'm going to do this here. I think I just signed my death.
Did she regret it?
No, she did not.
But it was more work than she
because
thought.
you saw the work that she put into it, the hair, the costume, and all that. She thought about that. She conceptualized that.
But
image.
being afraid of needles, that was an artist suffering.
Being
suffering
afraid
of an artist.
that, she didn't want to put herself through that. That's why she got dentures instead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so. It says here,
artists do suffer for their craft.
And then she said, the 3 of us were very different from each other, and that makes for a richer experience, says Hayek Pinault. I fell in love with them. You see that? In separate conversations, Hayek, Pinault, Byrne, and Haddish share stories of ambition, age, and ultimately how each is right where she wants to be. So that is, oh my goodness, it is amazing. I'm not saying that it is for everyone because, like what you said before, some of the humor in the movie you weren't crazy about, the part.
It wasn't funny to me.
It wasn't funny, yeah.
It was just fake, over the top.
Yes.
To be for the sake of comedy, but I didn't find it funny.
You didn't find it funny.
But I love Selma Hayek's, I love her character. Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and quoting Claire Luna, fierce. And then she said, it sounds like fierce, but with a T in the end.
Fierce.
And also, Billy Porter is amazing.
Oh, he was a showstopper.
He was. He was a
He took
showstopper.
he took that pregnant
Mm-hmm.
pause and he worked the pauses, and I really like that because most actors, their lines are one on top of the other, but with him,
Yes.
he worked the pauses.
Yes.
And pregnant, they call it pregnant pauses. So
Yes.
I like
okay.
that. Yeah.
Yes. Well, you need to teach me how I could get pregnant with those pauses.
That's another show. That's another show. Right,
But
Lena?
I just love the way, he said like, witness my tragic moment. Too bad it's Bettina.
Don't ruin my morning.
Yeah, well, that's Maleficent.
Oh my God.
But that moment when he said that, he really nailed it, and it's a pity that Billy Porter was still starting. A lot of people were rejecting him for being gay, like you're too gay or you're
okay.
too feminine for the role. But then he didn't stop until one day he became a big Broadway actor.
Okay.
And he appeared in Kinky Boots.
Okay.
Which won a Tony, and he won a Tony for it. And that's when the Hollywood roles started to pour in, and that's when he became an icon on the red carpet, the first man on planet Earth to wear a dress on the red carpet.
Oh,
And
wow.
and he also
Because
wore
he wants to stand
golden wings,
Oh,
at the Met.
gosh.
Bettina
Do you have
and
a
I
picture?
were.
Can we flash a picture?
No, but Bettina and
I'd
I
love to see that.
did that. We did that for the Met Gala show last year. So, oh my gosh. Well, those are the two differing views about the movie. Wait a minute, I haven't given my opinion yet on how I like the movie or not. I can see where you're coming from when you say, it wasn't funny to you. And to me, I just see.
She's funny herself.
Yeah.
She's very comical, and she's
Who is?
Haddish.
Haddish, okay.
She's very talented. She's very comical. She's very attractive. She commands the stage.
Yes.
She gets full presence. She does overshadow. That's her character. She overshadows the other her BFF.
Yes.
I think with all the over the top stuff, it was too much.
Yes.
Because just her playing that bully role.
Yes.
To me was enough, but that's the way comedy is going in that direction.
Yes.
Everything is big and everything is campish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
because
so,
it's very campy.
Yeah.
And it's campy
and that's not my type of brand humor. I don't really find it funny.
Yeah.
Because to me, a little more subtler approach. Sometimes it's fun. Less can be funny.
Less can be more.
Less can be more.
Yeah,
but then that's my perspective. So
it's just like I'm sure you've seen The Devil Wears Prada,
yes,
where
I love that
Meryl
movie.
Streep. Meryl Streep, when she delivered her lines, and they asked her, Who did you emulate? Who did you channel? And then she said Clint Eastwood. And then they asked her why. Oh, well, because Clint is very intimidating. If he doesn't scream, he doesn't shout. It's very subtle. Dewy words.
Yes.
Yeah,
words,
most especially Clint
Make
Eastwood.
my day.
Yes. Last call for alcohol.
Yes.
Make my day. and that one. Miranda Priestley, Meryl Streep's character, go bore somebody else with your questions. Yeah. And also the line where she said, by all means, move at a glacial pace. You know how that thrills me.
And those sunglasses, she just puts the sunglasses on.
Yes, the sunglasses.
I've never seen her in a role since, right?
Yes.
She always plays these. I've never seen her play a diabolical biatch.
No, after that, she was very homely and motherly, a character that you could relate to. But in The Devil Wears Prada, oh my goodness, she was
ultimate.
So ultimate, yeah. And also other scenes from The Devil. Look at us, we're doing Like a Boss, but we're just comparing the differences.
So who does Selma pattern after? Who did she try to pattern?
Claire Luna. Well, I think it was more of a caricature that she created.
I see.
Over the top.
But yet it worked.
But
it worked
yet,
for me.
if you notice, Claire Luna's character wasn't really over the top. The only thing that was over the top was her outfit. Because she herself, if you notice, it was more about facial expressions and reaction shots. And the way she would just respond quietly and very,
Yes.
very laid back.
Do you think
Yeah.
that I am going to tolerate this behavior? I mean, she just enunciated every little words.
Yes.
But yet power, and I really liked. I really liked her character.
Yes, and I also love that scene, but she looked very natural, and frustrated where she was in the salon, and a little bit of spoiler alert. Somebody wasn't there anymore. And then she started seeing, oh my God, he's not here anymore. I love the way she said that. I said because it's like it was a natural reaction that she was exasperated and she lost patience and she just went with that, and it didn't feel contrived when she said her line, like she was truly impatient about the two girls.
And she was very when Haddish
Yes.
smashed the glass. I was like, oh my God, now who does that?
Yeah, now who does that?
Who?
Yes.
Who? And Selma Hayek just sat there.
Yes, just sat there very cool.
Like a Clint Eastwood moment. She sat there, raised her head. What did she say when she smashed the window?
I forgot when.
But it was very. She did a couple pregnant pauses, but she delivered her line not as a woman, but in a male energy type.
Yes, yeah.
Deliverance of the lines.
Yeah, because perhaps she channeled her husband a little bit, knowing that her husband, owns a business fashion empire. So I guess she channeled that and made it feminine.
Yes.
Yeah. And also who I like in this movie, it was the Indian assistant of.
Oh yeah.
He was truly amazing. Let me just pull this up.
Well, he was a male version of her. Little words.
Yes, little
sharp
words.
Little words.
Yes.
Read my lips.
Yes.
You will follow her instruction.
Yes.
So actually, their roles. She was a male version of him, vice versa.
Yes. So the name
Very
of
little words.
Very little words. Yeah. And the name of this actor, by the way, is Karan Soni. So that's name. He's an amazing actor, and I'm looking forward of seeing him in other movies as well, because he really commanded a lot of respect.
Yes, he did.
With this, he wasn't just some pathetic, assistant
Gopher,
following like a gopher to Salma. He held his own.
Yes, he did.
And then, and most especially when he said to Tiffany's character, he said, Mel, I don't know if it's her, her name is Mel. He said, I'm a little bit impressed, but just a little bit. He said, I said, oh, look at him.
Oh, I love his character.
He's amazing. Yeah, he was amazing. And I've actually saw this film before inviting all of them, my crew, even the beautiful lady behind the camera was there, as you guys probably saw on Instagram and on Facebook, like we were all there. But she doesn't want to give her opinion about the movie.
I do.
Oh,
okay.
We want to hear that. Yay,
Oh
come
my
on.
gosh. I love her in her red. No, you're good. You're good.
You're
good.
fine.
You're fine.
It
Yeah.
looks-
Just open.
It's chic looking.
Yeah, just show the diamond. Just show the
there you
diamond.
go.
Yeah. Show
I
the
am in my robe.
show the diamond.
Oh,
Yeah, there
isn't
you
that
go.
pretty?
Look, I'm undressing her.
Yes, very nice.
Okay. Hello.
Hi. So what do you want?
I love you.
I love you.
And I love you for creating this whole thing
Oh my God, I'm in my
where
robe.
you've given me
I'm
my
in my
throne
robe.
and you've given her throne.
See, that's how I'm inside our studio. I don't actually dress
Yes.
up.
So tell us, what is your review about the movie?
Well, like a boss, I am expecting a little bit more
More?
because it says like a boss.
Okay.
I am not like a boss. I am a boss.
Yes. Okay.
I'm a lady boss.
Okay,
Anyway,
sure.
so that's the reason why I am disappointed with the movie. I am looking for more of the bossy kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
This movie is more kind of like they step like a halfway back.
Halfway there. Yeah.
Yeah, instead of
Pushing the envelope.
there's a lot of potential in there.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
I am, well, I'm a director.
Yes.
So
yes.
for as in the director standpoint is more they literally disappoint the viewers.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
yes.
because it's supposedly more of the boss. I didn't see any boss in there.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, I haven't
Yes.
seen any, not a single one.
Okay.
You mean
Yeah.
like her techniques on how she would
Yeah.
make decisions
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
and play that boss character?
Yeah, she is not. She's not that bossy.
She's
And
not that bossy.
Yes, not any of the characters are bossy at all. In my
Well,
bossy
yeah.
Haddish was.
standards.
Yeah,
Haddish
yeah.
was
Yeah, they
very bullying.
yeah, it's not bossy. That's not totally bossy. It is more a bullying. Exactly. So if in a boss standpoint,
Mm-hmm.
as a boss is you literally going to be bossy where they can feel it at the same time is you're gonna be like, oh no, I am not mean, I am not being bossy kind of thing, where I didn't feel that way because I have the
Okay,
time, right?
because you're a boss.
I'm bossy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that.
So
But
I
see
didn't.
what you're saying. You
Yeah.
wanted more of
More
the,
of a
of the
bossy
psychological
part.
Yes, yes.
characterization. I think that's what I'm trying to say.
Yes. Authorization, that authority level,
Yes.
she didn't handle that well.
Okay.
Like you said, it's bully type. It's more of a bully type, and it's not. Yeah.
So
Yes,
what you're
yes.
saying is more of the presentation of this really biatchy type of
She's a biatch
evil.
for sure.
But
Oh,
you said it was
You're
a-
talking about Claire Luna,
Yes,
right? Yeah.
yeah.
But
Claire,
there was no
yeah.
character in
There's no
depth.
character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
No,
So
it's
what
not-
do you think
I see
about
what
the
you're saying.
Indian assistant? Did you like the Indian
Oh,
assistant?
I love the Indian assistant. I think he is kind of little bit bossy.
Yes,
I think
yeah.
he is the one who I like.
Billy
Billy
Porter,
Porter.
yeah.
Billy
Yeah.
Porter. I think if he played the character of Luna,
Yeah.
Claire Luna,
Oh my gosh,
think
I love
he
this.
would be way better than Claire Luna.
Uh-huh.
Claire Luna is literally should be the one of the best friends, and the black girl. They would perfectly, Tiffany.
Uh-huh.
And then also, and so the other girl of the best friend should be the girl, the older girl
older
in
girl?
the store.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be,
Oh,
and then
okay.
yes, so Billy Porter would take over Claire Luna. That would be like amazing. That would
Yeah.
be. I would see the movie would actually progress a little bit where you can gonna like, oh yeah.
And you know what's so lovely about this, since we have our own production studio, we can create our own.
Oh.
Yes, of course, without copying this movie or copying
We can
anyone out there.
reproduct it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can
Reproduce it, but
reproduce
not
it. Yeah.
give it our own, definitely our own interpretation.
Yeah, you know what? It's not gonna be like a boss.
Yes.
It's gonna be a boss man or a boss lady.
Yes, and probably look at us.
We're planning right here, and everybody's watching us. They're probably gonna steal our idea.
No, they're probably gonna say, "Oh, can I audition?" Oh, sure.
Sure,
We're
yes.
open for auditions.
Yes.
Well, we came up with that idea of a reenactment of the Golden Girls.
Uh-huh,
I'd be
yes.
Blanche, And
Yes.
of course, you know who's Rose. Will be
Uh-huh.
Dolores, will be Rose.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
And then Bettina can play the character of what's her name?
Dorothy?
Dorothy.
Yeah,
Dorothy.
yeah.
Yes.
Nice,
Yes.
yeah. So overall, I'm giving it. I'm not gonna be mean.
And she can play Sophia.
Oh, but so my ex-husband met Sophia, and she wasn't an old lady. That was all makeup.
I know, but
Yes.
but the sarcasm of Sophia,
Yes.
because in the Golden Girls,
Oh my God!
Sophia is the smart and sarcastic one.
Sicilian.
So she's
Oh,
like,
By the way,
yeah.
by the way, watch my
Siciliano.
relationship show. It's every Monday
Yes.
at 4 p.m. with mentor or relationship coach C. Reggie Rogers. It's amazing because
Yes.
you see the perspective of opposite perspective of two people.
Yes.
Reggie is a relationship coach, and I
Yes.
am the anti-relationship coach. So it's actually the chemistry is there, and the topic is amazing, and you can see me already being sarcastic and everything, and nobody can
She
tell.
plays the Antichrist in that TV program.
Devil's.
It's so beauty.
It's called
Devil's Advocate. Yes.
And the devil's advocate.
She has that little edge.
He was the
edge.
actually started earlier than
Yes.
earlier at 4 p.m. today.
And some
I
of
am-
them have seen it because I did a watch party.
Oh, you did? Oh, thank
Yeah,
you. But
yeah.
anyways, this is kind of like Reggie Rogers is
Okay.
the more like, hey, this is what you're gonna do to be into a relationship, while I'm like, oh, this is what you have to do so that you won't get into a relationship.
Oh,
So
okay.
Yes.
we were like, yeah, and it is a really amazing, and I can see the future of this show. It's amazing. Watch, guys. Maria and Reggie show.
Yes.
Don't just look for chemistry, but look for connection.
Connection. Yes.
But my thing is, don't look look for both. Okay, don't just stay in your lane.
Yes. Just.
But anyways, my
She's been in a relationship a long time, so
yeah. Well, I've been in an 8-year relationship where everything is good.
oh, it was 8 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's everything is good. Everything. So I'm being interviewed now.
I know.
So everything is good in my past relationship. Everything is amazing. It's perfect. I'm with a perfect guy. Everything is perfect, and I ruined it myself.
Oh.
But
No.
you know what? The thing is, we're still
Why
best
did you
friends.
self-sabotage it? Why? Is that something you did subconsciously? Maybe the
No, it's
fear
not.
of getting too close?
No,
or-
I was in
Oh my
a
But
down.
we're promoting your show.
Yes.
Yes, I
we
am in a
are.
down level
We
of my
are.
life.
Okay.
Yeah, losing my favorite man in the world that nobody can actually surpass.
Yes.
You know,
yes.
it's really funny. Oh, can I say something?
Yes. Yes.
Sure.
Absolutely.
So this is okay. So my dad. Okay, so my dad is a light of a party.
Okay.
So he is amazing. My dad is a go-to person of everybody for problems.
Okay.
My dad is a provider. My dad
Okay.
is a lover.
Wow.
My dad, I think now I find guys who doesn't have all those those skills.
Right. Right.
I found like one is a provider, only provider, not a lover. I found who is a lover but not a provider, and not a light of a party. You
Yeah.
see. So that's the reason why I'm single and I'm anti-relationship, is because I
Yes.
think I'm looking for all those.
Right.
Yeah, that my dad
yes.
has. So I lose my dad, and then I broke up with my boyfriend because of
Oh
the
my
emptiness I am
gosh,
feeling.
yeah.
He is a victim.
Because nobody could replace you. So what you're saying, you're feeling like no one could replace your dad because he was every.
No, that's why I'm
the
single.
he was the epitome of the perfect man. That's so interesting.
Yes. So yeah,
Wow.
by the way, for those people that actually thinking that I was in a bad relationship, that's why I am acting like I'm always single, and I'm single, by the way. I meant I'm strong. I meant it's because it's not it's not because I was in a bad relationship. It is because I love myself.
Oh yes. Yes. And quoting Eartha Kitt.
We love you. We love you.
Quoting Eartha Kitt.
Okay. Well, I
yes.
am. this is the thing is I am so very much in love of myself.
Yes.
So guys, I am looking for you who are going to fall in love with me so that you and I will fall in love with me.
Together.
Together.
That's a quote from Eartha Kitt.
Now, my review for this Like a Boss movie is, I'm not mean, so I'm just gonna give it a 4.
Okay. Oh, how gracious of you.
Yes, that's very
And I
great.
give it a 4.25.
Oh,
if there is
okay,
Yes,
so
such a-
yes.
she's
such a-
more gracious.
Yeah,
I-
4.25.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Although I've seen this movie
100
twice.
times.
No, twice simply because of character study. Because like I said earlier, it kind of reminded me of Gizi and his frenemies. You know,
Yes, yes.
Claire Luna's character was so iconic. The colorful hair, the gold shoes.
Yes.
What 4 point? How many stars? 4.
4.5.
Wow, I didn't expect that.
Yes.
I was thinking about you gonna give it 7 or 6.
No, I'm gonna give it that because, I mean, it
five
was
out of 10 or 5 out of 5.
No, it's a 10.
5. Well, for us, it's
For
what scale were you thinking?
I thought it's a 10.
0 to 10
0
or is
to
it
10.
0
Oh,
to
0 to
5?
10. Okay.
Or 1 to 5?
Okay, my mistake.
0 to 10, so we're giving a 4.
Okay.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
yeah,
So
give a
I would
higher
probably give it an 8
Oh.
from the
I
scale
would
of
give
1
it
to 10.
I would give it 8.25.
I give it a 4. I'm not changing. That is,
Yeah.
I thought it's a scale 1
Yeah.
to 10, so 4. 4 is
So
really
4.
good. You are so. Oh my God! Look at my. You are still lucky because I give you a 4. Otherwise, I was gonna give you a 0.
And I admire what Selma Hayek did. That suffering of the artist for the craft.
Yes.
Undergo needles when a person is definitely.
And she didn't.
And
she
I used to be
didn't, you know.
definitely afraid of needles
Yeah.
too, so I
Be-
can relate to that.
Because when she saw the syringe, she's like, "There's no way that can touch my face."
Oh,
So she
yes.
just opted for the dentures
Yes, yes.
to
Is
give
my
her
time
luscious
done?
lip. Oh yes, yes, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And now our German doggy is gonna give her review. I'm just kidding. But yeah, I actually, the scene stealer for me was none other than Billy Porter. I mean, I've been rooting for him ever since I've saw the trailer of this movie.
Yes.
But
yes.
do I recommend it? Yes. I mean, go ahead and watch the films. I don't think that a critic should influence you or me or her or
Yes.
anyone in any way. The
Yes.
critic is their point of view of what the movie is to them.
Yes.
Yeah. But, go ahead and see it, and you can form, your own opinion and probably, write or make a video of your review about
Yes.
this movie or any movie for that matter. So, I noticed that we didn't go on a commercial break.
We're gonna go on commercial.
We go on a commercial break and we'll be back with the Enchanted moment.
Social media shows network were initiated in 2017. Since then, our founder Maria Pereza never stopped developing a system on social media. In building a network of passionate people that loves to entertain, coach, help others, and deliver informative information to the public, informally, in a low-cost production. She built a platform that surpassed Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and other social media live streaming, but exceeded the function of a podcast. Her main goal is to be able to broadcast on social media like a traditional TV setup involving a group of broadcasters, YouTubers, podcasters, and social media live streamers. Maria is building the confidence of non-actors and non-famous people that joins her to network. We are here to promote and support one another, to help our community grow collectively without inhibitions but with confidence and high self-esteem. We love to be in this family together. Our door is open to help you build your brand, opening opportunities for others, and outreach to our community. We welcome you to the family of social media shows.
Welcome back. But this is still Fab Life, but we're no longer doing a movie review because we're finished with the movie review. And now this is the Enchanted moment. Yes. So, what is our rant for the day? We were talking about the 1%, or as we sarcastically call them, the 0%.
Oh, they went from 1 to 0%.
One to from 0 to 1. Actually, they got an upgrade. But anyhow, we were talking about these moguls, these titans, not giving enough
Absolutely.
to charity, and not being because sometimes if you see it, it's only done for show.
For show, absolutely. I mean, that's because I've worked in the community and I've worked with people that are homeless vets. I've worked with people that are in dire straits. They don't know where the next meal is coming from. They don't know where they're going to be sleeping that night. So it kind of bothers me that in a city of the LA, and you have so many prominent celebrities, multi-billion-dollar moguls, and yet people are homeless. That kind of bothers me because that means we don't have any social responsibility, and we all should have social responsibility because there, but for the grace of God. I hate to get biblical, but there, but for the grace of God, go I. That means it could be anyone on the streets.
Yes.
It just takes one little devastation, losing your job, or in Las Vegas, people coming here and losing a shirt off their back from gambling. So, and as a former teacher, I'd have to go in my pocket and buy materials, sometimes breakfast for my students because they would come to class hungry. Miss, I'm hungry, I'm cold. So I'd have to go out and buy them all kinds of clothing items and food items because it would bother me that I'm trying to teach hungry, cold
man.
children.
Well, God bless you for doing
Well,
that. Yeah.
I had to do that. So
Yes.
I want to make an appeal to people out there that have money. There's so many organizations you can start, and even, yes, get the publicity, get the paparazzi. Yes, I'm donating $3.5 million to start a community theater group for kids. And that's something else I'm going to be doing, is directing a theater
Yeah.
group for teenagers and applying therapeutic activities as well as putting on a production. We'll see how that goes. So, but I really want to appeal to people that have money. There's so many needy people out there.
Yes.
You don't have to give a handout. You can teach, what is that old adage about, you can give somebody food, or you can teach them how to fish so they can go and get their own money to buy the food.
The old adage is that you can either give them fish or teach them how
to fish. There you go.
Yes, that's
there
the
you go.
old
So
adage.
many needy kids that are, they're running the streets. There's no jobs for kids. I'm not going to say there's no jobs for kids, because there are a lot of fast food jobs out there.
Right, yeah.
But the thing is that we're not teaching them how to be job ready and have the attitude, the work ethic attitude to go into an 8 to 5, 9 to 5, whatever, do the job and give the best, because they're not taught that. So we need more programs like we did in the 70s and 80s to teach our young people, this is what we need, this is what you need to become successful, and yet still be true to your personal convictions and character. So, I really make an appeal to people that have a lot of money and don't know what to do with it. Yeah, go on the news and say, okay, I'm donating all this money, but do something, be more community responsible. It is so important that we give back.
Yeah.
We have to give back.
When you give, give sincerity, from the sincerity of your heart.
Absolutely.
And not because the cameras are rolling.
Yes. But even if they are, so what? They're
and
giving them,
even if they are,
who
so
cares,
what? But
you know?
Sometimes it's beautiful to give when nobody is looking,
That is true.
because that truly is a blessing from God. And the words of a wise man, coming from the Good News Show, and you being a follower of Christ, it is more blessed to give than to receive.
Absolutely.
Because when you are capable of giving, that means that it stems from a place of plenty and not
Absolutely.
want.
And can I piggyback on what you just
Absolutely.
said? This is what I love about you.
Okay.
No, seriously, but this is my thought. I'm just going to give my own account of my dad used to feed the homeless on D Street in North Las Vegas. He'd take the men from church. 8 o'clock every morning for many, many years, the men in the church would go out and feed the homeless. And I remember there was one occasion I was helping out. I had tears coming to my eyes because the look in people's eyes was so touching, because here you are dishing them out, not just soup, but really good food. And they appreciate it. They really appreciate it. And even if they didn't, it just seemed like my heart was just filled with such warmth and so much love, because it is more blessed to give than to receive. And then I got more blessing, just the blessing of someone smiling at me. Well, why can't we do that?
And now it seems like we consider the homeless people as the lepers.
Yes.
Back in... Now, for you who are, you're hearing impaired, I'm not talking about the leopard. I'm not talking about the cat leopard. I'm talking about the leper with the skin disease, or, in today's world, we want to avoid people with the coronavirus. But that's another, enchanted moment, if it's not really enchanting.
Yes.
But we're talking about people that we want to avoid because, they stink, they smell, they're homeless, they haven't had a bath for centuries or brushed their teeth. And even the bus drivers, I've seen a lot of bus drivers in town are very vocal about it. You can't ride the bus because you are a biohazard. And And I'm putting myself in the place of that homeless person. Now, that, of course, I wouldn't have anything to be able to disarm that argument, but I would be
There should be no
hurt.
law against that.
Yeah.
We need to be protecting
Yeah.
and providing services for youth. There's a big homeless youth population in this town. Even if you don't want to give out soup in a so-called soup kitchen, you know, you can give money, you can give time, you can donate resources. There's so many things that we have our power to do to help others in need, because again, it could be me.
And yeah.
But just the feeling of giving something to somebody, I can't even describe it. There's a family that I bring food to. I go to the food pantry, I bring them food, and they say thank you. And even if they don't say thank you, there's children there.
Yes, yes.
And they're not eating. So it just made me feel good to do that. And I'm going to be dropping by to deliver some food before, probably within maybe 2 days.
Yeah.
On Valentine's Day.
Yay.
Yay. So come on, Valentine's Day is coming up. Show your love. How does Ty do that? Is it like this?
Like this, like Ty, yes.
How does she do it? Like
this? Like this, yeah.
Okay.
Like this.
Yeah, so show the love.
Show
Come on.
the love,
Even if you don't have a date, it doesn't matter. Just go out in the street and give out sandwiches, or give out toiletry items, or little hearts that children can do that. Make little hearts. I mean,
yes.
I'm doing all this talking about you could do this and that, and you can do this and that. But, you know, as a community, it takes money, resources to get things rolling.
Yes, absolutely. And so,
you know?
I think that I've gone overboard with this episode of FabLife, but it was a pleasure from the bottom of my heart that you joined me. You know, this is quite a privilege.
Oh.
And, you know, I love you. You're an amazing person, beautiful spirit inside out, and you surely deliver in Gizi, and you give anyone out there
I'll give you a run for your money.
Yes.
As Tina Turnip, not Tina Turner, Tina Turnip.
Yes.
I will give you a run for your money.
Oh yes, don't you
and don't
worry.
mess with my wonderful Gizi. I'm his frenemy.
And speaking about Gizi, we are doing a watch party later on. Oh, did you see that?
They're showing the new
We're showing the episode 2.
Yes.
Because last week we had episode 1, so this is
Season 2.
episode 2 of season 2.
Yes.
So, and don't forget, your greatest fashion accessory is your self-confidence chowder.
And your bling. Kisses.